Hello and welcome to this review of the Flight Control TARDIS. This is in scale with the 5.5 inch Collector series, or 5 inch scale as it's always been, which is basically the exact same as the 5 inch scale, they're just being more accurate this time. I managed to pick this up quite early from a Toys R Us in the UK, who managed to get it earlier than everyone else, but it is on order at the moment I think, and should be in stock in UK stores on the 9th of November. As for America, I think you can get it at Barnes & Noble, and I think that's already out, so you can get that right now. Now, over here in the UK, it retails for about $19.99, which isn't too bad to be honest. We were expecting quite a lot more, but because it's simply just a repaint with a new sign door and interior card, it didn't need to be that expensive, so 20 quid isn't that bad. This is the electronic flight control TARDIS, specifically 12's flight control TARDIS, as we'd had 9 and 10s and 11s beforehand. Now, what is different from previous releases? To be honest, it's sort of a mix between the 9th and 10th TARDIS and the 11th. It's the 11th shell with the interior lights from the 9 and 10s one. As for sound effects, as you can hear, it is wrong. I know that's wrong. That's for the 2010 TARDIS, but for 1999, comparing the price to the figures, for 1999, if you were expecting a new sound, then it was just unrealistic for the price. It still has the sculpted floor from the previous TARDISes, from 9 and 10's TARDIS, so if you're expecting a new floor, it's also the same. The actual sign door is now not openable, it's glued in place, and there is no phone at the back. It's completely, just like the windows are, they're slightly see-through with frosted sort of thing on the back, so that you can't actually see inside, but the light still travels through. As you can see here, I've just put my fingers behind and the light does not come through at those points. As for sound effects, it's exactly the same as the previous one. It still has all of the sound effects from the original. I'll go through them now. This includes landing, taking off, short land, short takeoff, and also that one from the Runaway Bride when it takes off really fast into the sky. It still has the spin option, which allows you to spin it on its axis, and it will make the in-flight sound effects as well as a flashing light. And also the interior sound when you open the door. One new feature, however, is that once it has landed, the light stays on, which hasn't been done before in the 5 inch scale. It was a new addition to the 3.75 inch one, but not for the 5 inch, so this is the first of its kind. Now, a thing to note on my particular one, there were only 2 in the store. The other one in the store that I didn't pick up had a mark on one of the windows, and I really didn't want one with a mark. When I got this one home, however, you'll notice on the back that the battery cover didn't actually come with the toy. I've sellotaped it in, but I am planning to get a replacement or another one soon. But you also notice on the left side of the TARDIS the left side from the front, one of the windows doesn't light up. That is because one of the 6 interior lights, specifically on the left side, is actually broken. So on yours it will be lit up like it is on the right. The interior card is of Capaldi's TARDIS. As far as I'm aware, it is of the Series 8 version and not Series 9. To close the door, you have to push down on the button. It's exactly the same as it was on the previous releases, but it's now painted silver. As for the right door, you just have to close that manually. There is no button for that, as it was with the previous. To turn it off, simply press the on and off switch at the bottom. This button here activates the landing and taking off of the TARDIS itself. This is what it looks like when it comes in the packaging. Here are some pictures of the packaging as when I got it originally. And that's about it, I think. If there's any more questions you have, then put them in the comments below and I'll make sure I answer them. Overall, I think it's well worth the price. Make sure you get one that isn't broken, because I've got 2 or 3 faults with mine, but it does give you an overview of what it looks like, and it's definitely worth the price. So yeah, make sure you go and get one of these because they are pretty cool. So my only problem with it is that the lighting is really bright, so you'll be able to see the lights through the plastic at certain places. I've actually opened mine up and put a bit of card right at the top of the lamp so that it doesn't go through like it does normally. So if you can ignore the fact that the lights are too bright, it's actually a fairly good price. Yeah, for 20 quid, definitely worth getting. And I shall see you on the next review, which I think will be a massive one featuring all of the 5.5 inch collector series so far of the main range, and not the Toys R Us re-releases because we've seen them already. So that includes 12, Clara, Missy's, 8th and Curator as well.